Hey guys, it is time to talk about a great new romance heading your way at the beginning of June, and that is The Fake Date Agreement by Ember and Nicole. This book, I ended up giving 5 stars to. It had so much little funny, just lines that make you squeal with joy. The men are absolutely delicious, and our lovely heroine of the story is just one of us. So let's go ahead and discuss. Basically, in this story, you have Toby, and Toby is a curvy girl. She's much more introverted, prefers reading her spicy books, and is actually in a library studies program. She has been in a 6-year relationship with her boyfriend, Mark. They basically met during high school. They went to the same college together, and their plans, are to get together, marry, have kids, go back home in their small town and kind of live that way. And Toby's been happy with it. She loves him, and it is their 6-year anniversary, and she's deciding to do something different and surprise him. Now, Mark is very much into the college hockey scene, and he goes to all the games. Toby doesn't really like sports, so she usually stays at home for these. He says he's going with a friend from one of his classes. Toby goes and she's like, I'm going to dress up. I'm going to go and surprise him and do something that he wants to do. And I'm going to get him hot dogs. I'm going to get him everything, right? So she goes to go and surprise him, only to find him sitting with this beautiful blonde next to him, looking very comfortable. And then the kiss cam broadcasts this lovely couple on the big screen. And of course, when they kiss, it looks like it's something that they might have done once or twice before. And Toby's heart is breaking, and she obviously makes noise, and Mark, her boyfriend, is like, wait, I can explain. In which case, Toby's embarrassed because this is all being broadcast on like the Jumbotron, basically, of the hockey arena. And she slips, falls down the stairs of the hockey stadium, and this is all broadcast. Everybody knows she's humiliated. She goes running off, and she gets trapped inside of basically a janitor's closet or a bathroom down there. And she is trying like hell to get out. It is during this time that 3 of the hottest hockey players on the team happen to be leaving late and hear sounds they have no idea what they could be. They start joking around about the stadium being haunted. They don't know what it is. And lo and behold, when they discover Toby there, they don't really know what to think until one of them remembers that during their game, what had unfolded up in the stands. And when Toby explains what was going on, they are instantaneously PO'd, and they feel this duty to protect her. So they come up with a plan for her to not just date one of them, but to date all 3 of them. Works out for her. She gets to date 3 of the hottest hockey players on campus and make her ex jealous. They get her to help them because they're up for the championship match, and they can't be sidetracked by the puck bunnies in their general direction. So that is basically the beginning of our plot, and what unfolds is some of the sweetest I'm there for you, you're there for me, opening up to each other, and amongst some very spicy flirting and some very spicy scenes as well. Obviously, they're going to be developing their relationship and wondering all this time, do they want to let go of one another when the time comes and the revenge has been done? So that is basically the plot of the story. I loved it. I thought it was great. It had, like I said, such fun little flirty lines that made me giggle so much. The spicy scenes were everything they needed to be. And the story moved at a really good pace. It was what it needed to be. And I just really enjoyed it. I really did. It was fun. It was fun. It was spicy. It was heartbreaking at times. And you had those real emotions with it of, on Toby's perspective of these 3 guys. I was like, why are you, this is just a game to you. It's not real. And she's trying to distance herself from the feelings that she's starting to feel, which I felt, I felt it when I was reading it. So I highly recommend this book. Like I said, I gave it 5 stars. Loved Toby. Toby also has, I think it's Hashimoto's I'm not sure if I pronounced it right or exactly the details. I know that it's very debilitating, and they do represent that in the book as well. So that is something that she's going through. But she is just very sweet, very supportive, and just a really good person. And so you really find yourself rooting for her to kind of get her happy ending. Out of the guys, I loved them all. They were in so many ways. Javier is the fun, flirty guy from, I think he's from Brazil, or he's from South America, but he's grown up in the US. He is kind of the rich, he's like a millionaire, a billionaire, but they'll get into that in this story. But he's very wealthy, and he's got his own kind of family traumas that he's dealing with. But the flirtiness, the openness, the support he gives to Toby is just wonderful. Then you have Reed, who is, he's kind of from the same type of family situations and circumstances that Toby's from, so they understand each other really well. He's kind of that perfect balance of, I know when to be fun and flirty, and I know when to be respectful and kind of, you know, follow the rules and be, you know, adult. And then you have Caleb, who is the captain, and he is like the hockey obsessed fanatic. Hockey, hockey, hockey. I need to be the best. We need to be the best every minute. Like, just completely focused that he's pretty much forgetting how to live. And so it's just how she helps each of them in their situations, and they help her with her own self-discovery that I loved. Out of the three, I will say, as much as the cuteness was between Caleb and Toby, and then the spicy little moments of discovery with Javier and Toby, Reed was my favorite. Reed was my absolute favorite. I just love that balance between fun and flirty, and, you know, knowing when to follow the rules and be like, be responsible. But I loved all three of them. But yes, Reed definitely was my favorite, just in case you were wondering. I really loved this. This is the first book in a brand new series, so I'm really curious to see what it's going to feature next. There were two specific females that are kind of in this story. One being Toby's kind of bestie in the dorms that has a few secrets regarding the hockey team. So I'm wondering if there's a past relationship in the mix there. It was definitely kind of hinted at, so that could be a sequel. And then there's also one of the players' little sisters has this kind of enemies to lovers things going on with one of the other hockey players. So that could also be in the mix. Those are my predictions that I think could be fun to kind of watch and see what goes on. But other than that, the Fake Date Agreement comes out June 6th. Highly recommend if you're into sports romances, hockey romances, the kind of reverse harem, why choose relationships. This is a no swords crossing type of relationship, so there is that. But I just thought it was really great as they were discovering their way through this type of relationship, because it's not something that everybody sees today in this world. So it was just kind of fun watching them navigate the realities of what this could be, involving families and friends and how they're perceived. So I had a blast with it, like I've said probably like 3 or 4 times. So check it out, coming your way. Fake Date Agreement by Ember Nicole comes out June 6th. Hope you love it. If you read it, let me know how it went for you and who is your favorite out of our trio. And other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. Enjoy the warm weather. Go get a tan if you're wanting, sunbathe, get all those wonderful things that you need to. Be outside, enjoy it, stay warm, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.